We find ourselves in kind of a weird transitional season, if you will. It's almost like we're stuck between two seasons and even two holidays. I don't know if you're feeling that, but we sure are, especially with leaves still on the tree, pumpkins still out for decor, and we're even finding ourselves with snow on top of it all. So I feel like Mother Nature herself doesn't quite know what season it is, but you know what? That's how November rolls, for at least around my parts, and I just enjoy the simplicity of the beauty and trying to abide in both fall and winter, Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I'm going to take you along with me this week as we do a bit of both. I've got some Tablescape ideas for you if you happen to be hosting for Thanksgiving. I've still been decorating a little bit for fall around the house, as well as bringing in some Christmas in our almost finished makeover basement. So I'm excited to take you all along with me as I do these things this week. Now, I don't know about you, but at the beginning of a week, I have to sit and plan out my week. I just have too many plates spinning in my life, and I need to get a grasp of what all my responsibilities will require of me. And this is where my TIDBITS day planner is so vital. Now for 2024, I've had to use the printable version, which is still equally as beautiful and handy, but I was able to produce the 2025. So I want to make sure you all know about that I have some beautiful options in the printed and bound version for you to purchase this year. You can go to tidbitsandco.com to learn more about it. But I, for one, am so thrilled to have the printed and bound linen cover version for next year. Now, when I sit down to plan my week, I always have to kind of list out the things that I really want to get done that week in these little side margins in different areas of my life. And then every night before the next day rolls around, I'm sure to write down my to-do list in these little color block areas of what I need to do in that given day. And I love having the time blocking sections right underneath so that I know what appointments and activities and things that we need to get to so that I have them down and don't miss them. This planner layout works so good for my brain, and if you're the keeper of your home, I think it will work for you too. It is so customizable. I've assumed nothing about your life, but you get yearly, monthly, weekly, daily, and hourly planning all in one beautiful planner. I think you're going to love it, so definitely check it out. Now, I haven't showed you all yet this new beautiful table that we have in our little front room. It's supposed to be like a formal living room, but we're using it as a homeschool or a study room. But I have been storing this long table that I found at a vintage market for a couple of years now. And when I realized that it would fit perfectly in this room, I was so excited to bring it in. It fits 10 chairs around it, and I got these cute kind of olive green chairs and a gingham seat pad for them. I just think it is so adorable, and we're already utilizing this table and these chairs every single day for our homeschool. I just absolutely love this whole setup. The table comes in great use for my own little craft and DIY projects as well as the kids. It's usually covered. I try to clean it up once a day. But I wanted to show you some of these fall stems that I picked up from Hobby Lobby and some that I've just had, but I really wanted to still sprinkle in some fall vibes because I might be hosting Thanksgiving this year. I say might because my family's a little indecisive, but I still wanted it to feel like fall. And to be honest, with my knee surgery this year, I've just been a bit behind, and I still feel like I want to enjoy more fall. I know so many influencers in the world are ready to jump into Christmas, but I'm tiptoeing into it. So I still just really want to bring in the fall vibe since it still feels like fall outside. First thing I wanted to do was kind of decorate the top of the piano, since this is where I was planning to do my Tablescape experiment today. So I wanted the top of the piano just to have some simple fall touches. I love these simple, whimsical little stems, a little pumpkin, and we wanted to put our Jesus Christ picture on the piano right here in the schoolroom just to keep us focused every day on what is most important. Now, I didn't want to go too crazy on the porch with all the fall stuff since I know the weather's going to turn pretty quick, but we already had some pumpkins out there. I had to clean up some of the ones my kids carved for Halloween, but I found this wreath at Hobby Lobby. Again, it has the dried daisies on there. I just love the tones. I think it's really pretty. This is probably one I will pull out every fall. And then I had some of these wheat stalks, and I just put those inside the little basket by the front porch door. And yeah, pretty simple, but it feels very welcoming to me. Okay, did you catch the new addition to our little schoolroom? This cool roll-around smart TV here in the background. I've set it to some fire crackling, beautiful music playing YouTube channel that I found, which just sets the scene so great. So I want to tell you about this company called INNOCN. They are known for their trailblazing smart technology devices and electronics. From portable chargers to smart home solutions, they are all about merging cutting-edge technology with really sleek, user-friendly design to really elevate daily convenience and efficiency. I'm actually so thrilled about this roll-around TV. We only have a big TV in our basement, but sometimes we need some kind of device to show things on this upper level, and I didn't want to put one by our cute brick fireplace and ruin that whole feel. So this roll-around TV was the perfect solution, and I'm so excited that INNOCN offered to send me one so I could highlight it for you. It's an awesome touchscreen. It's on wheels and you can move it around room to room. It's awesome because on our date night, the hubby and I can roll it into our bedroom, zone out the kids, and watch a good show, or the kids can roll it into the living room, watch a show together on this nice big 32-inch 4K resolution screen. I kind of park it here in our little schoolroom with this table that I'm showcasing our Tablescape on because it's great to get our homeschool days started out with this. We love to watch this thing called World Watch, which is great for kids to give them a little bit of the news. If I'm ever trying to demonstrate something or we need to watch something for homeschool, it's so nice to have this right here on this big screen for us all to see. Like I mentioned, it has a smart touchscreen functionality. It's portable, has this really slim, modern design. It's perfect for travel even, or at-home office setups. Some other really cool features about this is that it is really clear. I was super impressed with like how sharp the visuals are. It just seems crystal clear. I just really feel like the quality is top-notch. I've actually even seen some businesses have a roll-around TV like this in their storefronts, and they highlight their website or some video footage of their products. A really cool promotional thing as well. They have multiple connectivity options like a USB-C, HDMI, so you should be able to connect it to your devices. There's high color accuracy. You get vibrant, true-to-life colors, which is ideal for creative professionals and multimedia enthusiasts. So whether you're using this INNOCN roll-around TV for entertainment, for business purposes, or whatever you can imagine, it's so awesome. Think about the potential of putting it in front of you in the kitchen to help you cook something as you're cooking along with people and following a recipe. You can even take it into the bathroom and take a nice soak in the tub, watch some TV. Really, sky's the limit. It is just so awesome, and I highly recommend the INNOCN TV. I think you'll really enjoy it and all that it has to offer. And I will leave a link down in the description below where you can go and check out more details about this company, their brand, and their products. So definitely check that out if you would like to know more. Okay, I'm super excited to show you this little tablescape that I pulled together. Like I mentioned, I may or may not be hosting for Thanksgiving, but regardless, my family and I enjoyed this tablescape this day, and then I hope to be able to bring it out on another occasion. But it started, I wanted to do this really bad when I found the garland that's just like the wreath on my front door. at Hobby Lobby, and I'll link all these down below for you if I can. But I just knew right away when I saw this garland it would be so pretty as like a runner down this long table. And we already had some white pumpkins, so I just nestled them inside of this garland, fluffed it out real good, and just started layering it. Of course, I love to keep things really simple, so with the garland and the little white pumpkins in there, the only other thing I really wanted to add down the center was some candles. And I actually found these sets of flickering candles, battery-operated candles as well from Hobby Lobby. Thought they were a really good price. I think it was just $12. And so those are really pretty, just layered down with the garland and the pumpkins right in the center. Really sets the mood for a beautiful Thanksgiving tablescape. The other things I gathered to kind of play around with this tablescape idea was some placemats. I got some green ones that have a lot of texture. I thought the green would really tie in with our green chairs, but I went with green because I can use it for Thanksgiving or Christmas, pretty much all year long. Spring, summer, you name it. Green is very, very versatile. So I went ahead and invested in those since I knew I would use them quite a bit. But I really wasn't sure. When I laid down the green placemat, I didn't know if it felt like too much, that maybe I should actually pare back and not do a placemat. Anyway, I'll let me know in the comments what you think, if you like the green placemats in there. It does make it a little crowded, but it's a very layered feel. Or if you think I should omit them for Thanksgiving and just put the plates on the table with everything else. Anyway, I'm a little torn. Either way, it's pretty, but I was playing around, and I also wanted to take some photos for my blog post, so I layered half of the table anyway at this time, and we'll see what actually happens on Thanksgiving Day. But if you want links and more details for this tablescape, I'm writing up a blog post to compile all those for you in one place. So you can find that blog post linked in the description, or head right to tidbitsandcompany.com to explore everything I have over there for you. So I'll be honest, right now I was playing with our just, white plates and layering them, but it's very possible that on Thanksgiving Day I will just use pretty paper plates. Keep it real simple, but I layered those, put the silverware out, a pretty little glass cup, and I found these cool wooden pumpkins at Hobby Lobby. I thought they would be perfect on the tablescape, just placed on the top. You could tie a name tag to them. We don't really do name tags for Thanksgiving dinner. People sit where they want to sit. So I just got some gingham ribbon and attached onto there. Really cute. I just love that little detail. And of course I had to put the TV on some fireside background. Really beautiful. Kind of sets the mood with the candles flickering. I just loved it. I thought it was very calming, peaceful, and beautiful, and I hope you got some ideas just from seeing me put this all together. And now, since we are between two seasons, I cannot help but get a little excited for Christmas. Now, we are actually almost done with the makeover of our basement, like I mentioned, and I am so excited with how it's come together. And I just had to add some Christmas decor in there. So I had my hubby bring the Christmas bins. I went through them. I got them really organized last Christmas, since we were thinking we were going to move. I wanted them organized, labeled, everything that I didn't want gone. And so it was pretty easy to fish through these and get what I wanted. Now, I hope I don't tease you too much here, because I'm not going to show you the whole basement. I want to surprise you. So I'm not quite done. There's a few other things I want to do before I show you everything, but you're going to get an idea here. It's a very blue space, and I'm just really thrilled to share this with you. So you're just going to have to hang tight, and I, of course, will be back. But I was able to get the tree set up here in this cute little corner of the basement. This is definitely going to be a kid hangout space, so I wanted a tree down there as soon as I could. And we actually needed to get a new tree, and I will have all the details of Actually, they're already up on the blog. All the details of this Christmas tree, ornaments, things that you see that you could purchase. Some of them are handmade, so I've got links to the handmade ornaments that I have included in this tree. But basically, I wanted a blue and white vibe to fit the room. And we needed a new tree down here because in our last house, I had really tall ceilings. These ceilings are pretty low, especially down here in the basement, so I needed a cute and cozy little tree. So we did get a new artificial one down here, and I'd like to have artificial trees down in the basement versus the real one that we get for like the upstairs family room, just because they dry out, and I want to make sure that I'm paying attention. I know lights are off, so it's not a fire hazard. Anyway, sometimes I'm okay with artificial, but we'll definitely go to the mountains and cut down our main tree this year sometime soon. Anyway, you'll notice nothing too fussy about decorating this tree. I just wanted to be cute and simple since our home definitely has a cottage vibe, or at least in my head it does. And since this room is coming together, feels like what I want my home to feel like. Definitely a cottage style. And I love to just wrap a quilt around the base of it. So I found this cute, well, I had this cute old quilt in my cupboard and just put it around the base of the tree. I love that idea. It feels extra cozy to me. For the top, I just had some chiffon ribbon I tied into a big bow. And then, of course, just layered it with our handmade ornaments, some store-bought blue ornament balls, and it came together really cute. Okay, let's wrap up this cozy vibe video with a delicious recipe idea for you. Now I have this tomato soup recipe on my blog. It's one I experimented with, kind of combined some recipes and came out with what I think is the best tomato soup I have ever had, if I do say so myself. Now we actually had a couple bowls full of tomatoes left from the garden and they needed to get used ASAP. And so this is why I was experimenting and trying to make the perfect tomato soup. But I think the key is in roasting them. I know it's an extra step, but it's well worth it. So with the garlic, onions, tomatoes, if you have peppers as well, throw them on there, roast them until you've got those like browning marks on the top. Some of the liquid gets evaporated, which is just fine and perfect, but it really adds to the depth of flavor for a tomato soup. So while those are roasting, I make a simple thickening roux just with butter and flour. And then in the blender, I add my broth. This is some homemade broth, which is also another delicious addition. Not necessary, but it's great if you have some. I think another reason why this soup was so good because I went heavy on the herbs. I got parsley, oregano, basil. I can't remember what else right now, but it's in the recipe on my blog. But I really added them with reckless abandon. And the results were so good. It was like less tomato soupy, pasty tasting and just vibrant in flavors. And it made this almost like perfect soup base to enjoy with like grilled cheese sandwiches, roasted garlic bread. I actually cooked up some ravioli and some sausage for my kids if they wanted to add those to their soups as well. Okay, I did too, actually. So delicious. But you can make this up, get creative with what you add into it to make it exciting, dip whatever you want. Oh my goodness, you have to try this recipe and let me know what you think. Personally, this was a keeper. I feel like it was the best tomato soup I've ever had. My friends, thanks for joining me. I hope you have all the cozy vibes, whether it looks like fall or winter where you're at. I hope you're enjoying it. And I will be back very soon to share more inspiration for the keeper of the home.